Okay, so after we finish our fill in the blank questions, now we move on to the next really popular type of question in IELTS reading. Okay, right, because it's really popular. So yeah, so you guys just need to get your energy up, right? Get your energy up because you guys will deal with this a lot in your test, right? So okay, hype up. It is called true, false, and not given. Alright, so true, false, not given. Now, the thing here is, first, we have to know if something is true, something is false, something is not given. What does it mean? What does it mean to be true? What does it mean to be false? And what does it mean to be not given? Right? And you guys usually make mistakes between these things. You guys cannot differentiate between, fault and not given, right? So we have to get to walk through the definition first. So imagine you guys have a text here, right? You guys have to read the read the text, right? And answer questions. Question, for example, question number 1, have here question number 2, right? Okay, so read the text, find a piece of information that similar to the questions, and then try to figure out if the question is true, if the question is false, or if the question is not given, right? So for example, you guys read the text, right? And then you guys find a piece of information here in this part of the text. Right here. Okay, now pick this one out and compare to the question. What does it mean to be true? If the question is true, then all the informations, remember, all of them, right? All of the informations matches the one that you find in the text. Okay, it matches all of them. If it is false, right, the informations contradict the information that you find in the text. Okay, so it contradicts. So for example, it says in the text, it says that okay, so it will rain tomorrow, but the question is, okay, it is sunny tomorrow, then it contradicts. Okay, contradict, remember this, right? I'll shorten every definition into one word so that you guys can remember easier, right? So what does it mean to be not given? Right, so not given is, right, so this is the piece of information. It has some, okay, so some information similar to the question, right, but it is irrelevant. Irrelevant, right? So for example, the question says it will be sunny tomorrow, okay? And what you guys can see in the text, it also talk about the weather. So it has something similar, the weather, but it say something like this, right? So the weather will be really unprecarious next week. So question is tomorrow will be sunny. The information would say that, well, it will be precarious, it will be unpredictable next week, right? So it looks at first that they are talking about the same topic, But if you notice the time, one is about tomorrow and one is about next week, so it's basically right irrelevant, right? So first, all matches all. 3, contradict. 4, irrelevant, not given, right? Remember these 3 words. Alright, so after we walked through the definitions, what is true, what is false, and what is not given, now we'll go on to the step by step how to answer this, how to deal with this. Okay, does anyone have problems about this? Does anyone have anything that you guys don't understand about what I just said, or even a slightest idea about that? Any strugglings you guys have? Okay, how about I invite someone, right, to repeat what I just said? Oh, that would be really interesting. Okay, how about you? What did I just say about this? What is true? What is false? What is not given? Can you elaborate for the class? Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. Right. So here, 3 words. 3 words. Okay. Now, about the steps to do this. It's actually really easy, right? So you guys are familiar with the keywords technique, right? I told you about this technique in the previous part when we do the fill in the blank questions, right? So now we will use that technique also to locate the information, right? Keyword is a great technique to locate the information. Okay, so I will invite one person to go here and highlight the keyword for me, right? How about you? Yeah, yes, the one in the red shirt. Okay, or yeah, just sit there and read out the keywords that you can find in number 1 and number 2. All right. So after we highlight our keywords in the questions, repeat in the questions, now we will try to find informations, right? Next, we will scan the text. Remember what I said about scanning? We don't read, right? We don't really try to look into word by words and read the detailed information. We scan from top to bottom, right? And to find something that is similar to our keywords, then our eyes stop right there, and then we will try to find the rest of our keywords. Make sure to find every keywords that you guys can find, that you got already highlighted, right? So after we make sure that we find the right information, now it comes to comparison, right? And when it comes to comparison, then it goes back here to these 3 words, right? It goes back to these 3 words. So either it will be true if all the informations in your question matches the text. It will be false if the informations in the questions contradict the information in the text. If they are relevant, then it's not given. Okay? Right. Now we will do some examples so that you guys know what it means, right? What it looks like when you guys try to tackle this type of question.